One of Labor's key election promises obviously was to cut power bills. Now, here's a reminder of how that was made during the election campaign.
Reducing power prices by $275.
By 2025, $275 a year.
$275 a year.
We'll get power prices down by $275 a year.
Funny to see Christina Keneally in that package, whatever happened to her. Now, we knew the power prices were never going to go down. They now feature heavily in Opposition Leader Peter Dutton's budget speech in reply. And I think he was very sensible on that tonight. John Storey is with the Institute of Public Affairs. Let's go back to Canberra. He joins us. What did you make of Dutton's budget reply speech?
There were some really great comments in there about increasing supply, particularly in the shorter term, increasing the gas supply, and in the medium to longer term, having a look at nuclear. That's the biggest problem with our household energy prices at the moment, is that government policy is by design increasing the prices of energy. That's a feature, not a bug, of net zero policies, is to increase the price of energy. The only way it can be solved long term is to look at the supply side, and there were some positive comments tonight.
John, I am a little confused. I watched Question Time today and I saw Chris Bowen, the Environment Minister, standing up there waving around a bit of paper, telling each state that their power prices were going to actually go down. Peter Dutton tonight talked about how they were all going up. Who's right?
Power prices are definitely going up. So you showed the clip there of the promises made prior to the last election to reduce household energy prices by $275 per household. Well, since those promises were made, and as of into a year into the future, if based on the government's own figures, household energy prices will increase by 39%. So they won't be going down, they'll be increasing in that time by 39%. For the average family, that's about $780 per family per year. It's a huge expense. And again, it's because of the policies of the government to shut down reliable, cheap, traditional energy sources, coal and gas. Instead, we're going for unreliable, expensive renewables. It's entirely predictable. The IPA and other organisations have been talking about this for years. The result will be higher prices, and that's exactly what we're getting.
I saw Barnaby Joyce on with Rita Panahi earlier, and he talked about how he drove past Liddell, which they're now absolutely just dismantling, the Liddell power station. Rowring's the one that's supposed to go next. I mean, if you start, before you get renewable energy and the distribution of it right, tearing these coal-fired power stations down, you're just signing yourself a national suicide note, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're tearing down our sources of energy before we've got reliable replacements. And look, the shutting down of Liddell is just the tip of the iceberg. We've got this mega new carbon tax that's been introduced in the name of the safeguard mechanism. We've had the blocking of gas and coal mining projects. We've got this new counterproductive gas price cap scheme. It's counterproductive because it actually in the long run will undermine investment in our gas. So, I mean, no one should be surprised that energy prices are on the rise. And of course, it's feeding into inflation across the system, driving up mortgage rates and affecting mainstream Australians.
John Storey, great to catch up with you, mate. Thank you very much for helping us out from Canberra tonight.